What's good, Ohio Cannabis community? This is your boy Gerald Moore Jr. coming back to you guys with another episode of the Ohio Cannabis Report. And we have some breaking news, right? We have some things that yesterday I came on to talk about SB 56 committee hearing, and that was supposed to be at 8:30 a.m. yesterday morning. I was there. I didn't show up right at 8:30. I was online. I know there were some people that actually were showed up to the State House. But I turned on my feed at about 8:36, and there was no movement. And then about 8:40, 8:50, still no movement. And then like by 9 o'clock, there was like a delayed feed that was coming through. There was no testimony. This was literally just a uh, politician committee hearing meeting. So yesterday, they were doing a lot of things at the State House before um, they take a break going into the holidays, right? Thanksgiving, Christmas, and the New Year. So it's what's called lame duck. And so there's not a lot of movement and things that are happening, but there are a lot of bills and stuff that was passed last night. So, of course, this morning I wake up, get to the news, and obviously there is some breaking news that we have to discuss. And so, just before we get involved, again, this is an independent media outlet. My name is Gerald Moore Jr. This is for entertainment and news purposes only, educational purposes only. I am not a journalist. I am not a business owner in the cannabis industry. I am literally just a citizen, a medical cannabis patient, former Division I athlete, All American. I do have a bachelor's degree in healthcare administration, but I am not a lawyer. I'm not a politician, not any of those things. So I'm what you could call, I guess, an influencer. Uh, but yeah, I'm just sharing information that I usually get from the internet or from other sources. And so I'm going to share this with you guys just because everybody needs to know what is going on in the state of Ohio when it comes to cannabis. All right, so WOSU Public Media, Ohio lawmakers advance overnight deal on cannabis, hemp law overhaul, State House News Bureau. Shout out to my guy Ronnie right here. We had weed up in the State House, which was dope for the lobby day. Ronnie Smith, who opposes changes to cannabis law, sits behind the plant at the Ohio State House March 2025. Sarah Donaldson, is this by her? A six-member committee at the state lawmakers met late Wednesday into early Thursday to recommend a slew of changes to cannabis statute, as well as a ban on intoxicating hemp, including hemp-derived THC and CBD beverages. The Ohio House then voted 52 to 34 around 1 a.m. To send Senate Bill 56 back to the chamber for one last vote on what looks to be a largely done deal after 3 years of on again, off again negotiations. We moved a long way from this. This was going to be done at 8:30 a.m. Rep Tex Fixture said it's after midnight. A lot of accommodations were made to get to a point where it was the will of our caucus to proceed. All of the House Democrat caucus joined several House GOP members in voting against it. At the end of the day, we are in the minority, Rep. Bride Rose Sweeney said. This is a gerrymandered state, and I do what I can to make bad bills less bad. We made that bill less bad, and what they did was make it even worse. Ugh, I gotta hate her up. Still, the legislature ultimately left for Thanksgiving without sending Governor Mike DeWine the latest version of the long debated and heavily amended SB 56. Since the Senate adjourned hours before the conference committee convened, the Senate could return for section next month. Senate President Ron McCauley said lawmakers have gone back and forth over modifying recreational marijuana laws since it became legal for Ohioans 21 and over in December 2023. Efforts to regulate mostly unregulated hemp have rolled into that debate, though a federal hemp ban taking effect late next year has most recently caused strife. SB 56 now mirrors that ban on THC beverages, but other intoxicating hemp could be banned much sooner. We had already whittled down most retailers where those could be sold, Rep. Brian Stewart, Asheville, said. They're going to have the 90 days of runway that's in the bill. Among many other measures, SB 56 distributes more than $80 million in tax revenue over the next 2 fiscal years through what's known as the Host Community Cannabis Fund, which would go to cities and towns with dispensaries. Between the House and Senate, dozens of other unrelated bills got a vote earlier Wednesday in a marathon session. Um, Cyril Donaldson covers government policy, politics, and elections for Ohio Public Radio, television, and bam. So, again, that's the breaking news. So again, nothing's really changed, right? I mean, the law is still the law right now. Issue 2 is still the law of the land. We just haven't had the rollout of Tier 3 craft grows. You can still home grow up to 12 plants with 2 adults in the household. Public consumption is still a thing, even though we don't have consumption lounges and stuff like that. Again, 21 and up to go to a dispensary. You still have medical programs, so you can still get your medical card. What else? Yeah, so again, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We're up to 142 subscribers, so I appreciate every one of you guys. Give it up, clap it up for yourselves. Thank you guys for showing love and support. Again, I'm trying to get better and better and more consistent as I continue to get back my strength. But I thank you guys for all the love and support. We've definitely been growing. Thank you to everybody that follows us on Instagram, Facebook. Shout out to the Ohio Cannabis Coalition and all of the people that are doing great work, great advocacy work to, build a voice, right? Build an advocacy voice behind cannabis. And because there's a lot of us out here. At the end of the day, I know there's a lot of people that consume cannabis. I know there's a lot of people still in the closet, or a lot of people still on the low, a lot of people that just don't want people to know, a lot of people that just want people to mind their business. I get it. You know what I mean? But, at the end of the day, some of these issues are life and death for some people, right? Like some of these people, some people's mental health depends on, this medicine. And other medicines and other things that can help people with their lifestyles. Obviously, cannabis is an economic thing, right? So it's a socioeconomic thing, it's a healthcare thing, it's education, it's science, it's research, it's environmental. So there's so many different, reasons why us speaking up and being bold, supporting the cannabis plant, more than just for the cannabis or more just for the high, right? Like, of course, some of us like to get high. And there's nothing wrong with that. Some of us like to, if you're dealing with stress, anxiety, PTSD, trauma, if you're dealing with grief, having that ability to relax your brain, right? To allow your brain to uh, 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 reshape itself, right? And build those neural pathways and heal itself is important. But there's a reason why our society, there's a reason why Western medicine will push alcohol, will push pills, will push the Western medical health system of just, prescription, prescription, prescription. And because it just keeps the chain of money flowing, right? So if you can grow your own cannabis, you know what I mean? If you can harvest it, process it, then you don't have to go to the dispensary, right? Then you don't have to go to the hospital. Then you don't have to go to the doctors as much. And so that changes the game. You know what I mean? And they don't like that. Oh, this is starting to smell good too. Smell it. Nothing's for sale, by the way. This is all personal. It's my first grow. Let's see. My first jump, though. First grow is crazy. But yeah, make sure you guys stay up to date on all things Ohio cannabis. Make sure you guys reach out to your state politicians, even while they're on break. Send them emails, call them, um, text them, tweet them, Instagram, DM them, Facebook them, show up to their offices, write them letters. Because that's part of the issue. A lot of us, people are so busy with their lives, working, family, entertainment, social lives. And we just allow these politicians to do whatever they want. You know what I mean? It's like, well, nah, you got to hold these people accountable. And these people work for you. They work for us. You got to be the CEO. Your CEOs, your bosses don't just let you do anything. That's what's crazy. Like, y'all boss don't let y'all do anything. Y'all be scared. Oh, I got that. But then the people that work for you, like, you pay taxes. Your taxes go to pay for these government officials, right? And their jobs to work. And then those same government officials go give tax deals and loans and grants to the business leaders and CEOs and executives, and then y'all go work for them. But y'all not keeping nobody. Y'all not keeping, like, y'all got a handful of people that's controlling everybody, right? And then the people that's below here is constantly fighting each other, right? Class issues, social issues. And then you got the elite, right? You got the business elite. And the business elite will fight amongst themselves too, but it's a different fight. You know what I mean? They fighting for resources. They fighting for talent. You know what I mean? So stay woke. Peace.